Hi, I'm Shelley Shuren, and this is my network learning project for CEP 810 at Michigan State University's Ed Technology Certificate Program. I had to learn to do something using only YouTube, internet videos, and help forums. So I chose to try my hand at calligraphy. I don't have the best handwriting. I thought it would be helpful. I thought it would be really useful. Spring pictures coming up. I have a 2-year-old. Maybe I can write some cute notes on the pictures or on the cards when I send them out. So let me show you some of the tools that I have, tell you a little bit about how I've progressed, and then I'll do a little demonstration for you. Okay, so the pens. You have a marker here, pen with a flat tip that you have to hold at a 45-degree angle on the paper, so you can make your lines like that. I bought a few different color pens, and I also bought the pens with the nibs. The ink cartridges in those are a little bit harder to control, so I'm probably going to save that for later. The dipping ink I thought I would need. Again, I don't need it until later, but I'll try it out. So to show you some of the work, lots and lots of practice. Here's a sample of the pens using the ink and the nibs. Very difficult to control the width of the lines and make them straight. You learn lots of strokes, short strokes, swirls, long strokes, ovals, horizontal lines, and then you start linking them together, learning how to make these letters. So some of this work is from earlier posts. Start learning how to make letters. I found that if you make two letters next to each other that are the same, it's pretty difficult to make them look identical, so it takes a lot of practice. So here's some of the samples. Lots and lots of practice. I'm hoping to make something that looks maybe like that. So I've got a page here that I've practiced and started, and I'll demonstrate a little bit more for you. My first resource was a website, a YouTube video called How to Start Writing Calligraphy. Paul Antonio was the writer. He writes for Tiffany and some other places way beyond my expertise, but he told you a lot of interesting things about the nib widths and the lines and how to measure. So I'll be referring back to those at a later time. Another set of videos, Calligraphy Skills by Overnight Artist, was simpler, showing me one short stroke at a time, little 3-minute videos, easy to practice. So again, 45-degree angle, keeping the tip on the paper. And here's a long stroke connected with a couple short ones, horizontal. Short strokes, an oval, that's how you make the O's and the A's. You have to be very controlled, but not gripping the pen too tight, otherwise it'll start to hurt your hand and affect your lines. I liked learning this way. I would do it again in a minute. I recommend it for my students, though I only have 5th and 6th graders, so I want to really control what they're doing. They like to draw. I have a lot of artists, so I think learning how to draw something in particular using this method would be good. I'd like to try that out with them. Got some more strokes and swirls, and I'm starting with the simplest alphabet I could find. I've heard it called about 5 different things. Don't love my C. I don't think it's as scripted as some of the other letters, but I can find something different later. Here's a little swirl with the connection, another H. Even if there's one letter in between, it's easier to make them look identical. So it was a lot of fun. There's a million videos out there. So I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration. I've gotten pretty good in just under 4 weeks. So this gives you an example of what I'm doing, and I hope that you've enjoyed my video and you'll learn something yourself.